So this is 2018 year-end exam, Western Province 1. What we have given is DF8. Shall we start then? So what we have is DF8. Can you send me the answer quickly? If you're done, go to the next one. Right, quickly, yeah? DF8. What's the first step? You convert everything into binary, isn't it? Yes. So how do you convert it to binary? A10, B11, C12, D13, right? So when you use 13, it's 1101, isn't it? Yes, that's D. F means 15, 1111, 8, 1000. Right, now we'll make it group of 3. Yes, we'll make it group of 3. I'll make it group of 3. Make it group of 3. Yes, what is the answer? Nilanna, Asindu? I'm still waiting for your answers. DF8. So the answer is, so we will take it to binary first and then we'll make of group of 3 and this is 6770. Okay, so that's the first one. Yes, let's move on to the next one. Convert the binary to equivalent octal number quickly. B. I need everyone to send me the answer. Yes. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? So we have 110111001, isn't it? So how do you convert into octal number is you make of group of 3 bits. Why 3 bits? We need 3 bits. Yes, I got the answer from Nilana. How about the others? So what happens here? Wish me I didn't get the answer. Rashmika Muru. Convert the binary number 110111001 to the equivalent octal number. Okay, there's no point of waiting. So let's put this, it should be 6, then 7, and then 1. So that is the answer for, yes, I got the answer from Muru. Good. Okay, next one. 2. What is a Boolean expression for the given logic circuit? We have given a logic circuit. Can you quickly write down the answers? Quickly, F. Boolean expression for the given circuit. Okay, so I don't want to wait now because we have a limited time. So this is A, then this is not gate. We have A bar, so this is A bar. So from here we have B, C, this is AND gate. So that means B dot C, and this is O gate. So the final answer should be A bar plus this is B dot C. Okay, good. I got answers from Nilana and Muru. Right, others? Okay, so let's move to the third one then. Someone brought USB flash drive through eBay website. He enters his credit card, valid month, year, and web secret code with 3 numbers. The system verifies the count of it. If they are incorrect, message tells him to enter these data again. If he had entered the correct data, the system will check the amount of money in the credit card is enough to buy the good. If the amount is enough, a bill is issued. If the amount is not enough, it displays the message as not enough money. Write down one input output process of the system. Okay, so what is input here? So we have to identify what is input. Yes, input. We have to say what is process, output. At least one each from here. Yes, Vishmi, what is input? Okay, I got the answer from Vishmi. So let's use different colors. I'm going to highlight. Let's try to identify inputs. Yes, in yellow color. Yes, inputs. Someone brought USB flash drive through eBay website. He enters his credit card. Yes, so this is one input. That means credit card details here, right? And then valid month, year, and the web secret code. there are three numbers here. Okay, so that's input. Right? So the inputs are the credit card. Actually, it should be credit card details. Then you put month, year, and then web secret code. So those are the inputs. So what are the outputs? So let me have outputs in green. Yes, what are the outputs? You got a USB flash drive, isn't it? Good morning. Then, yes. And then there'll be a message, because if it is incorrect data, then it says incorrect, right? So there will be a message as the output. If it is money, enough money, then you will get a bill, that is output. If there are not enough money, then message, yes, not enough money. So these are the outputs. He will get the USB, isn't it? So that's, yes, you can say bill, whatever the output. So I think the most, best one should be the bill, and then the messages, and finally maybe you can have flash drive. So let's look at the process. Color is then we have the process. So what are the processes? Verifies the accuracy of the details. So verify in the accuracy. Checking amount of the money in the credit card, whether it's enough. Right? So these are the processes. Good. I got answers from Nilana and Miru and Vishmi. What about Lasindu? I didn't get the answer from you. Okay, let's move to the next one. Gihan keeps some of the files in Google Drive, which is based on cloud computing online drive. Based on this case, write one advantage and one disadvantage of cloud computing faced by Gihan. Yes. First of all, what is cloud computing? Yes. What is advantage? If you have online drive, yes, you can access advantage. You can access the drive from anywhere using any device. So which means if you have the data in an online drive, we could access the details from anywhere using the any drive. Yes, and even any time as well. You can use this from your desktop computer, laptop computer, tablet computer, even using your smartphone, we can access it. Yes. So what are the disadvantages? Reliable internet connection. Now, for example, if you have a slow internet connection, so this might not work. So you need a reliable, good. Reliable means not disconnection. So you need a good, reliable internet connection to use online drive. So actually what happens there, cloud computing, it uses the nectar technologies. So after processing speed, the speed is the part is the network, right? Nectar technologies have improved over the years. They can quickly, access the details. So because of this, um, we will use, you have to use, you can store anything in anywhere in the world, right? Using server computers. But the disadvantage is when it comes to this, you have to have a very good, reliable internet connection, especially when if you don't have a proper signals and if you have a poor internet connection. Poor internet connection, then it might not be able to access it. Good. Anyway, so I got the answers from Lasindu, Nilana, and Muru, right? Good. So the next one, question number 5. Select the correct activity of each port given in given in the second column. Write down the number of activity and the letter of the correct port in your answer sheet. Yes, I put only the numbers 1A, 2B, 3C, and 4D, and so on. Can you quickly send me? The first one, it says to connect a switch to the computer. Switch means a network device. So how do you connect a network device to the computer? So what is the port that you have to use? So we can connect it to connect the use. So we have, we can connect this to RJ45. So that's the network port. The next one, to connect a digital television and a laptop computer. Television like a monitor, right? So what are the ports available for that? Okay, I got the answers from Muru. Good. before my answer. To connect digital laptop, we know that it should be a video port. It could be VGA, it could be DVI, or it could be the newest one, HDMI. So, which means it should be HDMI. Yes. Next, to connect microphone to the computer, that means the sound port. That means you can directly put audio port there. So that means 3 should be D. Finally, to connect digital camera to a computer, we know that most of the time we use USB, and that's the remaining. So the answer should be 1C, 2A, 3D, sorry, 4B. So I got the correct answers from Muru and Nilana. Good. Let's move to the next one. A document created with word processing software, and it was formatted as indicated by a second column. Write down the number sign before formatting column and the relevant labels and tools. Some formatting tools available in a word processing software as shown in a shown below with labels A to N. Right. So here is what we have before formatting, after formatting, and then we have the tools. So we have to decide, what tools to be used. So one is F, one is you make a bulleted list. So that's, F here. Then we have E, characteristics, you are making it into a capital, that means change case. So that is E. Then 3, you are make it, a line we call justify. So that's N. And finally, 4th one, it's a source, U italics. Yes, you get this. Okay. So having said that, let's move to the next one quickly. State whether the following statements labeled from A to D are true or false. You may only require to write down the label and your answer. True, false. Keep storing emails, and deliver those mails to client computers by email servers. Use HTTP protocol to IP address exchange. So we have many protocols we have discussed, and it says whether we could use HTTP to use IP address exchange. File sharing is one of the services of the internet. Keep storing emails and deliver those mails to client computers email server. Yes, it's true. So it's email server. So the server responsible for storing emails when we are sending and delivering the required. Yes, it's true. Use HTTP protocol, the IP address exchange. False. because HTTP protocol we use to exchange web pages or websites, hypertext transfer protocol, right? Basically to exchange web pages. So false. File sharing, one of the services of the internet. There are many services offered by the internet, yes. And one of the services is file sharing, so this is true. Then domain name of www.etaxalao.moe.gov.lk, the domain name. So what is the domain name here? Yes, it's etaxalao.moe.gov.lk, not only etaxalao. So this is false. So I got the correct answers from Muru. Yes, Lasindu and Vishmi answered only the first one. Okay. Question number 8. Consider the following table, the task related to editing image indicated by letter A to D given in the first column. Tool available in typical image editing software indicated by numbers 1 to 4 are given in the second column. However, formatting tasks and tools are not in the correct order. Match the task given in the first column to the correct tool in the second column. Yes, first one, creates paths to select shapes. Blurs, sharpens an image. To shift or move selection. To align or arrange layers and objects. Yes. What do you think? Let's start. So we'll start with what we know. To shift or move a selection that we know that it's moved. So we can put this. I think everybody should get this answer. Right? The next one is blurs or sharpens. So that's the first tool. This is the one. Let me show you, what is available in GIMP. Hope we can find the values. So let me open image only, new tab, yes. Let me save as in the desktop. So I saved it and I'm double clicking it. Right. So let me increase the size of this. Right. Right. Let me show you. So here are the tools, and what we have given is one is this one. So that's move. And then the second one is this, we call intelligent scissors. So that is the second one. Then we have object. So let me try to show you that. Okay, so we have So this one, third one, blur sharpen. So this is the icon is given. And the last one is this tool. It's called alignment tool, right? So this is the alignment tool, blur sharpen. And then we have move and intelligent scissors actually making our parts. So having said that, now we can change. So I'm going to select this one. So now we know the answers. So the blur and sharpens is this tool. And the create parts is this tool. And to align or arrange layers or objects, alignments is this tool. Okay, so those are the answers. Make a note of this. So the answer should be right, A3, we have B1 and C2, and then we have to have D4. Right, let's move to the ninth one. Consider the given diagram. We have a human user, then A, then operating system, then B, then we have hardware. Lasindu, what do you think about what is A, what is B? Yes, Lasindu?
ඒකට application software
A, application software, good.
B එකට system software
මොකද පුතේ?
system software B එකට
Now the problem is when you say system software, now already operating system is a part of system software, isn't it? So system software, we discussed three things. What are the three things? Miru? What are the three things that we have discussed under system software? Nilana?
Tool and utilities.
Exactly, you can have translators, utilities, and operating system. There are three things. Now, if you say system software, then you can't, separately have operating systems. So instead of that, I guess, right, I really don't know the answer, the way they have separated out. But this should be most probably some utility software. So the answer A is definitely we know it's application software. B, I'm guessing it should be utility software because utility software also directly interact with the hardware like operating system. So utility software actually supports the operating system Some of the tasks should be done by operating system. They do it now. For example, defragmentation, and even use of antivirus software. We could see them as their utility software. Okay. Now give me one example each for A, B. I need everyone to answer this. Yes, Nilana? Examples for A, B. Vishmi? Yes, Nilana gave the answer for A. Good. Application software means you can type any software, isn't it? Like word processing, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Photoshop, GIMP, even the browser, comes under this. A. Utility software. B, then this defragmentation software. And also you can see antivirus software. You can name any antivirus software for that, right? And also like formatting tools available in operating system. So we can take them as examples. So the A could be like something like, word processing, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on. And the B are like antivirus software such as what are the antivirus software we have? We have various different software available like Norton, right? Kaspersky, you can name several antivirus software. And then defragment tools available in the machine. So there comes and examples for B. Okay, so having said that, let's move to the next one. The last one, question number 1. The given Pascal program is used to enter information and communication technology marks of 50 students into array and calculate the average marks. Write down the suitable terms. Suitable terms for A, B, C, and D. Yes. So this is the program, and then we are creating an array of integers that we have to determine the size of the array here. Then apart from that, we create another set of variables, I taught as integer values and AVG average as a real. That you already know why we are taking real there. Then we have begin total equals 0. That's the beginning. Then we have the for loop. You have to identify the starting value and the end value here. And then you are getting each, values like enter marks, and then you read it as ICT, and then you decide what to put it here. And this statement totally is adding to the ICT, whatever the value we remain here. and then you have to calculate the number of students. I think this one is mistakes. So it's 50 students. So I guess this should be 50. And then you are printing average. So that was the what is given here, right? Okay, so I actually create the software. This is actually just to show you like how it works. So here are the values. Yes, so if you remember what we did is you can just say array, right? And then we specify the starting value and the ending value, or you can just put a number, then it goes from 0. So this is 0 to, so which means we have to get 10 times, right? Okay, so now I hope now you should be able to answer. Now give me the answers now for A to D. What should be A to D values? What should be there? Yes. Okay, let's start with the A first. What should be A? Yes. You will not just put 1 to 50. So maybe let's discuss the answers. It seems that it's difficult for you. So let's discuss. So when we're creating an array, we discuss we can put the values A. So we can put 1 dot dot and 50. So this is to say that it's 1 to 50. So when you create that one, so it will create a, what we call an array, and we named it as ICT, and then we have 50 elements. Yes, the index is first one 1, the second one is 2, and the last one is 50. Right? So now we know that we have to go one at a time. So we have a for loop. So this should be 1 and this should be 50. It's a for loop, goes from 1 to 50. Right? So the first one is 1, then 2, then 3, then 3, 4, and then finally it's 50. So what we need to take is as the values. So ICT individually, if you want to access it, we discuss this ICT, it should be 1, isn't it? Second one, ICT, it's 2. So likewise, you have to go each of these. The value that actually checked is I, right? So this D should be I in both cases. So ICTI. So that value you add it to the total, and at the end, you divide the total by 50 to get the final answer. I think this is a mistake, what they have done. Okay, so with that one, I think we have discussed that one as well, right? So we can go back to where we have stopped. So we were discussing questions in 2013 paper. Question number 8, programs can be written using binary symbols. If anybody asks whether it's possible, yes, it's possible. Even we could write programs in binary, because I think you have heard about Ada Lovelace. She's the first programmer. And at that time, there were no other language other than we have machine language. That means use of 0 and 1. So the first one is correct. Then assembly language programs are converted to machine language programs using assemblers. Yes. So what computer understand is only 0 and 1. And then if you use any other programming language, you need to convert it. We have, translators for this. And the translator which translate assembly language into machine language, we call assembler. Be also true. Third one, programming in third generation language is easier than using assembly languages. Yes, when it comes to third, we have machine language, then we have assembly languages in second year or second generation language. In third generation, we had what we call high level programming languages like C. So they are more easier than assembly. So all the three are correct. So that's the answer. Right. Then 127, you already know, you are good at, maths. Okay. So there's a, problem comes here. If the character A is represented in ASCII, right, it's given different answer here. So that's one, might be one. E, A, what is E? When you want to say E, A, we have B, C, D, E. You have to add 4 to this number. So if you say 4, that means 1, 0, 0. You have to add 1, 0, 0 here. So the fourth one should be the answer. So you're adding 4 here. Then which of the following are direct functions of an operating system? So that's correct, everyone's. Question number 14. We can go to 14. What it asks is, which of the following is considered a formatted text? Change in the slide layout, presentations? No. It's change the layout. It could be themes, making content of a cell in a spreadsheet software. Bold, yes, bolding is a formatting. So the second one should be the answer. Inserting image word processing documents? No. Checking spellings of a word process documents? No. Right. So it should be the second one is the answer. Right. Question number 16. So in a 16, in order to move a part of the text in a document being edited using word processing software, first select the text to be removed, text to be moved in the text. Move the cursor to the place where the text is moved and then be the text. So you know what should have, it's cut paste, isn't it? So it's the easy one, although there are one mistake there. Right, then question number 19. Let's move on to the 19. So it's there's a one answer incorrect. Question number 19. So if you go to 19, here is what we have. Consider the following spreadsheet segment contain the number of mobile connection in Sri Lanka and the corresponding chart. Which of the following indicates the correct cell ranges for X and Y axis? What is X? What is X? Is the years, right? So the values are not very clear, but it should be B, right? Isn't it? It should be B. So if you go carefully, what we have is 4. It's B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B3 to B6 X. It's B3 to B6. Then Y is C3 to C6. So the second one is the answer, definitely. Right. Then there's a mistake in question number 22. Consider the following database table. Okay, we'll go to 22. Consider the database parts answering. All data of one computer part in a table. One computer part means one part here. What is it? It should be a record. So if it is a column wise, we call field. And key means something like this. It's unique. We can uniquely identify each of the parts here. So this becomes a unique. Query is a general answer led by you. Yes. Now, for example, let's say you know how many parts are there. Then when you see how many parts are there, then it's a query. Or else only list items, unit items greater than 500 rupees. Yes, then that's there. Okay, so that's question number 22. Right, let's move the next one. So all the others questions are answered correctly, everyone. Question number 30. Right? So let's move to the 30th question. Question number 30. Yes, here is we have IC chip. And what you can see there, what is the gate? Can you type the answer in the chat? What is the gate? Can you tell me the single name for this gate? Yes, Muru, good. How about the others? Yes, it's a NAND gate. What do you mean by NAND? And we know then when both conditions true, then the output is true. NAND is the opposite. When both are ones, then it will be 0. Otherwise, it will be 1. Yes, isn't it? 1, 1, 0. All the other cases, yes, it's 1. So the first one is incorrect. Second one is incorrect. So we have 1, 0, and answer is 1. Yes, that should be the answer. Third one is the answer for this question, right? So it's not that difficult if you remember AND gate, and then you can think about it NAND part, right? And is easier to understand. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question number 36. So question number 36 in 2013 paper. So we can make a table. Remember what we discussed last time? So let me share the screen. So this is question number 36. And then let's, type the table. So number of times, this is not needed actually. And then we have n, isn't it? That's all we have. So the initially we have 9, n is 9. And then we are checking whether n is greater than 5. Yes, the first iteration, we subtract 2. So this is 7. Right now n is 7. Now next time 7. Is it greater than 5? Yes. So the second round, isn't it? Second round, then you subtract 2, then it's 5. So then next you have 5, isn't it? 5, is it greater than 5? No, isn't it? So we will print 5. The second one is the answer. Okay. So I think it's not that difficult if you can put up a table like this with variables and number of times the loop repeats. If you have this information in a table, you should be able to basically get the answer, right? So the answer is 5. So the second one is the answer. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. The next question is question number 40, right? 40, again, there's some one miscorrection. So let's look at it. Encryption. Okay. So what is encryption actually? So I told you encryption is when you send especially messages, we make sure that nobody can read our messages. So this is called encryption. For example, I told you like how Pahana could be changed, right? So when you see Pahana, right, using encryption technology, Pahana. Let's say I don't want to see anyone my message. I'm sending this message to someone. So what I could do, simple encryption could be like I can change the letter to the next letter and I will send. Now, for example, P, then after that you will have Q, isn't it? The next one is Q. So I will change all my words in the text in the next letter. So A becomes B, H becomes I, B, N becomes O, and AB. So instead of Pahana, I'm sending this message. But I'll make sure that those who I want to, receive the message, I will say that, okay, the message actually changed the next letter. So when you get in this, okay, use the previous letter to decode. So Q becomes P, B becomes A, I becomes H, O becomes N, and so on. So this is we call encryption algorithms. So when you say encryption, yes, protect business of unauthorized action. Yes, A is true. This is exactly the point of encryption technologies. B, efficiently use bandwidth and internet connection. Encryption is efficiently, not really. We cannot talk about any efficiency here. In compression, you can, maximize this, but encryption is something else. You are not going to, uh, compress the messages. C, preserve security of information stored in databases. Yes, exactly. Third one is also correct, right? For secure information, you actually can use encryption technologies. So the answer should be A and C only, right? So with that one, we'll be finishing 2013 paper discussion. Okay, so next we are going to look at 2012, right? So we will discuss 2012. Then let's look at 2012. So in 2012 paper, so we were discussing 2012 paper. I would like to quickly discuss this paper as well. Right. So let's start with the beginning. So again, this question paper also answered by only 3 students. So therefore, I want everyone to, work on the paper so that I'll have, the details of you, how you perform, what questions that you are having, right? The issues you might have. So those things I'm going to, look at it, right? So let's start. So those who have answered, some are in around 30, some are in 36, 37. It's really good. But I told you, I want every one of you to score more than 35. So for that, you need to study hard to achieve that objective, right? Okay, so let's look at the answers. The first incorrect question is question number 3. So if I look at the question number 3, the question asks which of the following shows the storage device array equal to their access speeds, right? So basically access speeds slowest to the fastest. Now we know that the floppy disk and hard disk is secondary storage, and then this is RAM. So usually secondary storages are slow. And apart from that, floppy disk is actually quite old one. So the answer should be the first one, right? The second one is incorrect because the slowest access time you can find in floppy disks. Then the next hard disk, and then the main memory, right? So it's not that difficult. Only thing is you should remember the floppy disk is the oldest technology we have. Then we got the hard disk. So that information you should have, right? And then next we have question number 7. Yes. So we have a number 11x. X is the base 1 1. Which of the number system use 1 1 belongs to binary? Yes, look at the symbols you can have in binary. So it's 0 and 1. So that means 1 1 is possible. Look at the hexadecimal, second answer. So hexadecimal you have 0 to F, isn't it? So 0 to F, which means you can have 1 1. So that means hexadecimal only is incorrect. Octal. Now octal values goes from 0 to 7, which means you have 1 included there as well. So 1 1x could be octal as well. So because of that, the correct answer is either binary, hexadecimal, or octal. Okay, question number 9. So there are some mistakes in question number 9. So 100111 represent G. And what is this? So just take the difference, will you? If you want to do that, you can simply get the difference. So right now at the end we have 111, that's G, and then you have at the end we have 010. So one way to do is, if you look at the last 3 digits, it's 111 for G, right? And then here we have 010. So if you put 010, and then if you look at the difference, yes, difference is 1 and 1. Isn't it? So 1 and 1 means, yes, 5, right? So you have 1 and 111, so that is G. Then 110, that is F. Then 101, yes, G, F, G. This is E. Yes, isn't it? So G, this is F, F, G. Then we have 101. Yes, 101. Then we have 100. This is E. This is D, D, E, F, G. Then you have 011. That is C. Then 010. So that is B. So this should be B then, right? That should be B, the second one. The next, we have question number 11. So question number 11, consider the following marks obtained by student for mathematics and average marks for mathematics in all students. So what is data and what is information? Yes, first one, marks obtained by student. So definitely we know there's no process, you just take the marks. So the A should be data, isn't it? So the first two answers are incorrect. And B is average marks, that's information. So A is data, B is information, that is the third one is the answer for question number 11. Right, question number 12. So here is what we have. So consider given logic circuits, which one of the following regarding when the output is 1? Yes. Now what we have given is output is 1. So this is the AND gate. So that means this should be 1 and this should be 1. If this is 1, A should be 0, isn't it? A should be 0, then yes, this should be 1. Now this is 1, isn't it? So the B could be either 0 or 1, isn't it? Doesn't matter the value of B. So the A should always be 0, that is correct. A should be always 1, no. B should always be 0, no. Right? It could be either 0 and 1. So these two are also incorrect. C should be the first one. Okay, so that's the answer for 12th one. Then we have question number 15. Question number 15. What is the function key help and word processing? You have to remember by heart. So F1 is key always give you the help, irrespective of the program. So if you use F1 in a particular word that you're working, then it will be the same. Right, F1 is the help. Right, question number 16. There's some errors, so that's why they have given answers for this. This is question number 16. Yes. And there we will see. Yes, the first 3 answers are given as correct. Right? So if you have given answers for first, second, third, so all are correct. So the question is, assume that the cell pointer, the following spreadsheet segment currently in say A1 value, by combining control and the arrow to the right, the cell point directly move to D1. So the next question is, how do you move this D1 to D6? So that means here. So all this working because control and control N. So all these should come there, right? Okay, let's move to the next incorrect question. So we have the question number 23. So what is the most suitable data type for student number? So student number is here. So you see some text as well, right? Student number, it's not a number, it's text. Why it's text? You see start with S. So it's not a number. Right, let's quickly finish this and we'll finish for today. Then question number 28. Yes, question number 28. So that's about the text and the HTML. So A, we know anchor, link, BR is a line break. Usually we have BR only, and P is for paragraph. So answer should be the first one, right? That is called comment. Next one. We have 31. Okay, we have this pseudocode diagram, right? What is the output of the pseudocode diagram? So it goes from 1, yes, 8 less than 5. So that means this will print 4 times. And you use print. Yes, so this is first print 1, 2, 3, and 4. The answer is the first one. Yes, question number 34. Okay, this is given. We have a description list, cricket and volleyball, and it's bolded, right? It's bolded. So which means we have to go for the third one, but there should be some indentation here. Okay, let's move on to question number 37. Yes, everybody's answers are incorrect. So let's look at why. Question number 37, those who have answered, is animation define the starting and end points of a smooth transition. Which of the following is more suitable for fill a bowl bank, right? Yes, what should be there? It's a key frames. Remember we discussed couple of frames. So there are empty blank frames, key frames, and twin frames. If you remember the animation, computer generates the animation, so which is called twin frame. So these things we have discussed. So key frame is the starting and ending points that we could define. So the 36, the answer should be the second one. Question number 38. The security of ICT application can be improved through the use of username and passwords. Which of the following most suitable feeling about blank? So is it hardware security, environment security, logical security, physical? So username password comes under logical. Yes, it's logical. Question number 39. Okay, which of the following helps to bridge all the digital divide? Okay, Lasindu, what is digital divide? Yes. What is digital divide? Now, those who have access to the ICT and those who do not have, then the separation. So if you know computing and ICT, you can make more profit than traditional sales. And even this is for quite common for nowadays as well. So the donating computers to school less facilities, is it improved? Yes, it's improved. Improving computer literacy of communications with less computer literacy with less computer literacy. That is also another way to do this. Use of smartphones, for example. Providing internet connectivity to the columns without internet access. Yes. So it should be all ABC according to this. because third one C is providing internet connect to the communities without internet access. Again, that will iron out the problem with the digital divide. Question number 40, last one. It's everybody's answer is correct. So I think we can stop for today now. I have also sent, we discussed MCQ 2012 and 13 today. Today also I will release another paper for 2010, I guess, because we have discussed up to 2012, 2011 given earlier. And then next week we will have Google 10. Sorry. In this particular case, 2013 MCQ we have finished. 2012